It's very important for Taiwan to participate in exchange of ideas and experiences between them and their friends in the West, because even though they are completely isolated geographically, they are not isolated when it comes to the values.
Yeah.
Why there is no freedom of speech in China is because every autocratic regime is scared to death of their own people. They are not that scared even of President Trump in the United States as they are of ordinary Chinese citizens who are living under communist control. Well, my impression of Taiwan was really amazing because I always really loved the original Chinese culture, like before Mao and before the revolution, and so have this opportunity to go and see some well preserved original Chinese elements were great, and people are very kind, and you can feel that you are in a free country of free man. So if you're a freedom-loving man, then you will feel just great over there.
Hi everyone, and welcome to the Freedom is Not Free and 新闻硬邦邦 channels. My name is Stan, and today we're here in Poland in the beautiful city of Szczecin. And I have a very good friend of mine, Filip Styczyński, who came all the way from faraway galaxy of Warsaw to talk to me about the current affairs and what is happening in the world, what is happening with Taiwan. He's also a very good friend of Taiwan. He visited Taiwan many times. He's a correspondent at large at Intermarium Studies Center of the IWP. So this time when I went to Washington, D.C., we had a very, very good meeting over there. And a former editor-in-chief of TVP World, one of the biggest international news channels here in Poland. So Filip, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
So, first of all, you are a well-known propaganda expert and the person who has been targeting propaganda coming from Russia, from other totalitarian countries for a very long time here in Poland. And we also know that Taiwan is being targeted by propaganda efforts, especially from communist China. What do you think are the similarities, and if there are any similarities, between what Russia is doing against Ukraine or against Poland or against Czech Republic or any other European country, and what is China doing against Taiwan?
Well, there's a lot of similarities, and not only similarities, but sometimes it's just exactly the same playbook. So one of the most important part of the Russian propaganda when it comes to Ukraine, but not only to Ukraine, but also to the different former Soviet republics and like the Baltic states, let's say, is that when there's a Russian-speaking minority, then it means that they are part of what they call the Ruski Mir. Ruski Mir is
like the Russian world.
Exactly, the Russian world. So by the extension, it means they are basically part of Russia. So when you portray them as Russians, then it means they should be part of the Russian state. Yeah. And so why they are not part of the Russian state? Is it because they don't want to be part of the Russian state? No, according to the Russian propaganda, it means that they are living in the artificial state likely composed by the NATO alliance and some other hostile anti-Russian states, right? So this is Russian propaganda, and when you hear and when you speak with CCP's Chinese propagandists, and when you listen to them, then you can what you can hear about Taiwan, that Taiwan is not only a Chinese province, but also that people over there speaks Chinese. So what does it mean?
It's Chinese food. Like
Yes.
what the former spokesperson of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs said.
Exactly. So automatically it means they are part of China and their current regime, and the only reason why they are not technically under this regime is because of some error, right? So this error need to be fixed, right? So then there are, you know, different narratives. Sometimes they are calling the Taiwanese government a junta, sometimes fascists, sometimes, you know, sometimes CIA operatives, and so on and so on.
Especially recently, yeah. With the Nazi thing, and then calling some of the Taiwanese legislators from the DPP party like CIA assets.
Yeah, so you see that it's very similar to the Russian propaganda when it comes to Ukraine, because how they started. So in 2022, in February, when they started the full-scale invasion, and Russian dictator Vladimir Putin gave his speech to the nation, he said that they are not only liberating their people, but also the so-called special operation is because of the Nazis in Ukraine. And it was all, you know, denazification.
He was calling for
of Ukraine.
Demilitarization and denazification of Ukraine.
Denazification, exactly. So this is exactly the same thing, and both propagandas from China and Russia are, you know, very deep rooted in the history, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Putin took this denazification, anti-fascist movement narrative from the times of Stalin, because everyone who opposed and who tried to fight back communists and Russians and the Soviets was automatically fascists. This is how the communist Polish propaganda called our heroes in the 40s and in the 50s after the war. So our anti-communist underground who fought Nazis, Germans before Stalinists came in, right? They were portrayed as the fascists, right? They use exactly the same slurs, right? And to justify their actions. And now Chinese communists are doing exactly the same thing with Taiwan, calling them fascists. Why? Because of course Chiang Kai-shek was fascist himself, right? And this is the only reason why Taiwan exists, because of some international fascist plot against liberation of China.
This is ridiculous. And what is with the fascism currently? I mean, like in the 90s and the early 2000s, we could rarely hear the word fascist. Like the world was not talking about the rise of global fascism. But right now, it's not only China is calling Taiwan fascist, Russia is calling Ukraine fascist, or is calling like the Baltic states fascist, or like the Western liberals are calling conservatives fascist.
Conservative.
Why is everything so fascist all of a sudden?
That's a good question. And it all started in the Soviet Union, and it was Stalin's idea. And he even said that once you call someone fascist, then you know it stays with him forever. And after the war, when the words, fascism and Nazism, they were pretty much the same. It was like calling someone a Nazi. So you have no legitimacy to be in the public life anymore. When you use it, of course, it backfired, especially to the left in the West, because now when you're called a fascist by some left-wing lunatic, it's like a badge of honor and the recognition of your common sense, right? Because everyone who's not agreeing with them on the climate change, or that there is 157 different genders, then it means you're fascist, right? But it's a different story. Of course, there are some similarities,
but it leads to radicalization of people.
Yes, but it comes from the same root. It comes from the Soviet Empire. And when it comes to narratives and the basic idea to change the meaning of the word.
Yeah, and that's what I wanted to talk about how are people radicalizing right now all around the world and in the West also, where Trump almost got assassinated 3 times. We were calling him, like Kamala Harris was calling him a Hitler, a Nazi, a fascist, trash, and whatever. Then you see Charlie Kirk's assassination, also full of that anti-fascist.
Exactly. So probably, I know that you saw all of these viral reactions of happy people after assassination of Charlie Kirk, when regular random leftists were recording themselves on their TikToks, X, and different social media, how happy they are that Charlie Kirk, a father and a husband, was assassinated in front of his family
for just talking to people.
Or just talking to people.
Yeah.
So this radicalization also comes from this justification, right? Because if someone we can do this intellectual test, right? When you ask random people on the streets if they had a chance to travel in time and kill Hitler, especially here in Poland, like everyone will agree, yeah, sure, he should be assassinated before he invaded Poland,
yeah, absolutely.
Before he exterminated 6 million Jews, and 3 million Poles, ethnic Poles.
Yeah.
So
him and Stalin.
Yes,
actually, him and Stalin.
Yes. So if someone is as bad as Hitler, right? This is the right thing to do.
Yeah.
So this radicalization it comes mostly from the left, but of course, unfortunately, we are also now see a lot of radicalization and also anti-Semitism on the right.
Yeah, and this is also bad, and it's when you see some of the so-called conservatives are being like radical anti-Semites and basically trying to portray Putin as a good guy. There's a lot of like pro-Russia, pro-Iran thing coming, not only from the radical left, but also from the radical right.
Yes.
So it is worrying. And you've been to Taiwan many times.
Not many, it was just one time.
Just one time?
Yeah,
okay.
It's just one time.
You've been to still. It was not so long ago.
No.
What was your impression of Taiwan, and did you see that Taiwan is being influenced by propaganda in any way or shape? And what do you think Taiwan should do to counter that kind of radicalization rhetoric or any kind of bad information, disinformation, misinformation coming from China?
That's a good question, because and it's all very nuanced. Because first of all, my impression of Taiwan was really amazing, because I always really loved the original Chinese culture, like before Mao and before the revolution, and so have this opportunity to go and see some well preserved original Chinese elements were great, and people are very kind, and you can feel that you are in a free country of free man. So if you're a freedom-loving man, then you will feel just great over there. That's for sure. Now, when it comes to propaganda, what really struck me over there was when I was speaking with some Taiwanese experts. They were not aware of all of these similarities that we are speaking right now between Russian and Chinese propaganda. Many of them thought that it's something very exclusive for Taiwan. Okay. And Chinese relations, and they are targeted with very specific tools that you cannot, find anywhere in the world. And then I understood that, something is very wrong if CCP and Putinist Russia is collaborating so closely, and on the daily basis when it comes to their propaganda, but also with war and so on. And in the same time, free people from the Western societies are not always that well informed about our common struggle against autocrats and autocratic regimes, because on the other side of the wall, they are completely aware who's the enemy, and who's their friend, how and when they should collaborate together, right? And so it's very important for Taiwan to participate in exchange of ideas and experiences between them and their friends in the West, because even though they are completely isolated geographically, they are not isolated when it comes to the values. And now we are here in Poland. Before we met in the States, and still we felt like many other people that is the same struggle and the same willingness to live freely and without permanent threat from the autocrats. And now, how to be more specific about tools and measures when it comes to propaganda and countering it. So you need to be very clear who's the good guy, who's the bad guy. That's the first thing. You need to address the specific threats are as they are. So you need to be specific that China is ready to invade Taiwan, of course, and also who are your friends, and don't go into all of nuances because of cultural background and so on. This is how what CCP is doing right now in Taiwan, right? This is how they want to exploit how to call it, this already existing differences, right? And they want to make differences into divisions.
Yeah.
Within the society.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And they're successful. At the same time, they're trying to portray Taiwan as a part of their cultural sphere.
Yes.
Maybe not like the Russian world, but something like Chinese nation and rejuvenation of
Right.
nation. And recently, if you see at the results of the elections in Taiwan, those pro-China parties, not necessarily pro-unification, but pro-China,
Right.
taking a very friendly stance towards China, and even people within some of those parties that are very pro-Chinese, they're getting elected, they're having their voices heard. And if you look at the recent report from the CBS, from Canadian CBS, it says that the hostility and the awareness of Chinese aggression amongst the young people in Taiwan is going down.
Yes.
So, what is your recommendation? I don't think that anything like that is happening in Poland. Pretty much everybody knows who's the good guy and who's the bad guy. But I think Taiwan is a little bit more confused here.
Yes. There are not, ready answers for it, because there are so many tools that you have to apply to fight back, and still you don't know if you succeed, right? It's a very complicated issue when it comes to influence on the society. But what I can say is that that you are not part of the Chinese world, whatever it is, because what Chinese world is, it's an ongoing genocide of Uyghur people.
Yeah.
It's first of all annexation of Hong Kong. It's aggressive politics and espionage against Western partners, right? And it's everyday oppression,
surveillance.
Yes, and no free speech.
Yeah.
This is what I see when it comes to China, and tens of millions people murdered by the same regime, right? Yeah. Because there is continuity of CCP's regime, and now, when it comes to Taiwan, what I can say is what we already talk about is freedom. It's freedom of expression. It's a free speech, and also original culture, right? Yeah. When I was 17 years old, I started my Kung Fu training. I was always very into martial arts, and I was wondering, how it is to go to China and to learn original Kung Fu, from the source of it. And then I learned that all of the real masters and the best centers for the real Kung Fu are abroad, are in California, Hong Kong, Taiwan.
Yeah.
And why? Because all of the original masters were murdered by the CCP. So they don't even have their own Kung Fu. Like one of the most recognized symbol of Chinese culture. It's really and in China it's very artificial. The Shaolin monks. It's not Kung Fu. It's some kind of show, but it's not the same as they were learning and teaching before
Well, it's
the
like
revolution.
acrobatics, like
Yeah,
the
acrobatics.
O show in Las
I didn't want
Vegas.
to.
if you
I
to
didn't
go
want to
see
call
like
it a circus.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
the thing.
The Cirque du Soleil, but with Chinese characteristics, basically.
Exactly. Even the master of my style of Wing Chun, he had to escape from Fat Shan in Canton to Hong Kong because of the communists.
Yeah.
There is a great Chinese propaganda movie about him, Ip Man, and I really recommend to watch it. But it's very funny to watch it and to see how Chinese propaganda works, because there's the movie is basically about this kind of great famous kung fu master Ip Man, who's living in Patshan, and then evil Japanese are coming, and he had eventually
But it was
escaped
the CCP,
China.
not
But
the
it was
Japanese.
CCP because he was a Kuomintang member and Chinese aristocrat. So he escaped communism, of course.
So why do you think China is so obsessed with Taiwan? Constantly see it on like they're claiming it as a part of its territory. Recently, the Chinese embassy to the U.S. published those satellite images of Taipei,
Right.
of Sun Moon Lake, of some cities in Taiwan, and saying, "Oh, this is Sun Moon Lake, China, Taipei, China." Like the view from above, it's like as if they want to launch a missile, or I don't know why posting those satellite images, and it's constantly it's Taiwan. They're fixated on Taiwan. It's interesting how many journalists were asking President Trump, "Will you be talking to Xi about Taiwan?" Why should we be talking about
Taiwan? Taiwan.
Taiwan is Taiwan. Yes, but that's because China is so obsessed with Taiwan. As a journalist, as a media professional, why do you think there is such an obsession?
Well, I think it's because Taiwan is the biggest threat to communist regime in mainland China.
How come?
Right.
It's a small island.
It is
23 million people, and there is 1 billion, like 1.5 billion people in China.
So why there is no freedom of speech in China is because every autocratic regime is scared to death of their own people. They are not that scared even of President Trump and the United States as they are of ordinary Chinese citizens who are living under communist oppression. They are afraid of rebellion all the time, and it's always like this in every totalitarian regime. They are scared of oppressed people. So, and this is the biggest threat. So, Taiwan is very special because it's a real country with a real administration. It's not like a Chinese government in exile, because of course totalitarian regimes are also after their opponents abroad, right? And government in exile and so on. But with Taiwan, it's a different story because it's a country, and those people who are living there freely, they are not living in California, they are not living in Poland or in England. They are living in a sovereign country in which the official language is a Chinese one. It's a Chinese language. So they are an example that you can be Chinese, or at least Chinese speaking, and you can be extremely successful as Taiwanese and be free. It possesses the ultimate threat to the Beijing regime, because with the right calibrated media, you can deliver this message to the Chinese people that you can speak Chinese, you can eat Chinese food, you can live among your people, right? But not be oppressed by the regime.
Yeah, by the government. Yeah.
So even though Chiang Kai-shek is already gone, and there are no plans of great invasion of mainland China.
Retaking the
yes,
mainland.
retaking of the mainland. Actually, this is even a bigger threat for them than any kind of military operations. And this is
think,
this is the base of
the Chinese
of
people
the
can be inspired by
absolutely, if they'll be ever
by Taiwan.
yes,
by the good example.
Yes,
of Taiwan.
this fire will be ignited from Taiwan.
Oh, that's interesting. And well, seeing that you see that the danger is serious, Chinese.
It's very serious.
Taiwan
it's very serious. This is how I see. It's not only about propaganda and the projection of power. Of course, it's very important.
Yeah.
But they are thinking very seriously about preserving their regime.
Yeah.
This is the most important thing to do, and to do so, they need to get rid of this threat.
Well, and facing such an enemy, like a country with 1,400,000,000 people, Taiwan needs friends, right?
Oh yes.
And unfortunately, you know, I do a lot of videos, like talking to people on the streets, asking them what do they think about Taiwan, if they know where Taiwan is, that Taiwan is a democratic country, that it's technologically developed, that they're very much involved with all the global trade. And how do you think Taiwan should position itself in the world? And do you think that, like, English language media, like, what tools should be utilized to let Taiwan's message be heard?
Mm-hmm. Well, the news sphere is very, very important.
Like, you did a lot for Taiwan when you were editor-in-chief. TVP at that time had a lot of good reporting about Taiwan.
Yes.
It's not, I didn't read or watch anything about Taiwan recently, but it used to be good. But for Taiwan itself.
Yeah, so we did a lot of coverage on Taiwan and on China, of course, because of this. Also, not only because of shared values between and loving for freedom of the Poles and Taiwanese people, but also because of this cooperation between Russia and China. As we know, China is a great supporter of the ongoing war in Ukraine, and they delivered a lot of technology to Russia. So yes, during my time as the editor-in-chief, we covered a lot of it. Unfortunately, it completely changed after the takeover of the station. And it was, from what I know, it was one of the first decisions of new management. No more Taiwan. We don't speak about this. Yes. Which is very interesting because TVP World is directly under supervision of Polish Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Radek Sikorski, the minister.
Wow. So it was right after the elections, like
right after the election.
Elections.
Yeah. Few
so the
months
conservative
after.
Government was more supportive of Taiwan at that time.
Well, at least I never got a call from ministry to
from Rao, for example, right?
Exactly. Yes, to stop it. Never. There was no such thing.
That's revealing. That is revealing. But that's that's my point. Today you have a government that's
Right.
friendly of Taiwan, and you will see a lot of information about Taiwan in the media. People will be talking about it. There will be governmental visits, but governments come and go. Right now
Sure.
you have a friendlier one. The other day, for example, like the more left-leaning government will come and
Yes.
they think that they should build good relationships with China. For Taiwan itself, how do you think Taiwan should communicate its message? And
Well, you need
utilize which tools?
you need your friends and in Taiwan, and I don't mean by that only to have friends on the political level.
Okay.
You need people. You need people who first of all who knows what Taiwan is.
Yeah.
And why it's important for Poland, and what is a shared experience, right? For Taiwan was very important, and the lesson that they can learn from us is the solidarity movement.
Yeah.
And so I see a great opportunity in tourism. That's for sure. Like Taiwan is a beautiful island and very exotic to
But that's
Poland.
limited. How many Poles can visit Taiwan a year?
Well, more and more people are traveling, and if they can go to Bali and Thailand, then they can go to.
Still, it's not like driving to Germany or flying to Italy.
Sure. It's not the same, but it's just one of the ideas, and media, of course. So we need this exchange, and it needs to be on a daily basis. We need to know what is the current narrative towards Taiwan and how to address it. We have a lot of experienced people here on the ground in Poland who can share with you how we countered Russian disinformation. And you need to know that Russian disinformation is one of the most sophisticated in the world. And so once you have this experience with fighting it, then you can transmit it to these good practices to Taiwan and share it with our colleagues over there. So we need if not tourists, then we need this at least this exchanges between our experts, journalists, and so on.
Because that's interesting. You just talked about Russian propaganda and how sophisticated it is. Because that's the thing. I've also been researching the Russian influence in Taiwan. How, for example, when the full-scale invasion of Ukraine started, how the Russian embassy, like de facto embassy in Taiwan, was talking to some political parties and trying to persuade them and explain that Ukraine is a part of Russia, basically this kind of narrative. And right now you see the new chairman of the KMT party, or the Kuomintang party, who she just gave an interview to Deutsche Welle, like the German German station.
And she said that
Putin is not a dictator. So it's working.
It's working, absolutely. And you see, Russians have this approach that if you're a conservative, then they will portray Russia as a conservative paradise, right?
Even though it's highest abortion, highest divorces, AIDS like in Liberia, like no traditional values, no traditional families, like the religion is also like hijacked.
Yes, and even with religion and the Orthodox Church, how many the percentage of people who attend Orthodox Mass is around 60% or something like this.
Even if they attend, when their the head of their church says that if you go to Ukraine and kill Ukrainian people, you will go to paradise. You will go to heaven. This is not how it works. This is not Christianity.
This is not Christianity.
This is something different.
Yes, this is Russia. This is Russia. So yeah, of course we can speak more about it, but so they have their fairy tale
Yeah.
for
That Russia is a
for all different audiences, right? If you're left wing, then they have the whole anti-imperialistic, right,
Anti-fascism,
and anti-fascism story to share with you, and so on and so on. If you're Muslim, then
They have Muslims there too, yeah.
Yes, but now one of the top Putin advisors said in a recent interview with American media, he said that Europe will be Muslim in the next decade, even though Russia is on this fast track to become a Muslim majority country in a few decades. So it's ridiculous, but this is how they use it, and people don't know much about Russia. And it's same with China. Also, also the barrier of of information firewall.
Yeah.
Makes huge difference, because they are in control of all the information that are going out, and they know as well.
So what can be done about it?
Well,
we all see the problem is here, but what is the solution?
Well, we need
or maybe I will reframe it. Are there any success stories right now in countering this kind of propaganda?
Well, I think that Poland is already a success story for the whole region. Yeah. Of course, Ukraine, in countering and direct fight is a good story to tell as well. We can, unfortunately, we cannot say that it's success story already, because they are keep on fighting, and our prayers go to the people of Ukraine and their state. But Poland is a success story. Remember that there was no Poland on the maps for
123 years.
Yes, yes. 23 years.
1795,
and we
1918.
So the situation was much more difficult than it is right now for Taiwan, because it was already a conquered country. Yeah. There was no country, and we still had our diplomacy around the world all the time. People like and even ordinary citizens or extraordinary like Paderewski, like great Polish pianist.
Yeah.
Yes, who were advocating for the free state of Poland, right? Really, Poland is a country.
He's in our passport.
Yeah,
I call it the heroes of Polish independence.
Yes, one of the founding fathers, you can say, of our independence. So there's a lot of lessons for Taiwan that can take for free from us, and also part of the success, we shouldn't brag about it, but in fact this is the first time when Russia didn't decide to invade Poland directly, but do their invasion and war somewhere else in Europe, right? And so far we are lucky enough that they didn't decide to go after Poland. They are not strong enough to do so right now. And yeah, so we can go on now when we speak about more current affairs. Polish territorial defense forces. It's something that should be implemented in Taiwan. I know that you already have something similar, but
but it is civil society based. Like not
exactly.
governmental. It's not the official
it's
regiment.
Not, yes, it's not the official regiment, and it should be the same in Taiwan. So what I mean is, if you are living under the current threat from a massive bully on your border, right? We have not the same but similar situation, right? Russia that want to and they don't hide it anymore. They they openly stated on their official channels that they won't invade Poland, that they want nuke Warsaw, right? Then that Russian soldiers and their boots will be on the Polish soil. This is their narrative, and also this is their goal. Because if they learn anything from the ongoing war in Ukraine, is that it's not possible to conquer Ukraine with a fully operational Poland. So the threat is real, and there is no reason why Taiwan shouldn't copy some of our steps and resolutions to really effectively counter it.
There is another success story of Poland. It's very strong relationships between Karol Nawrocki, the current president of Poland, and President Trump and his administration.
Mm-hmm.
And the overall, I think, Polish conservatives are on very good terms with American conservatives.
That's
and the
true.
whole MAGA movement. Probably our country is the one that knows how to communicate its message to the conservative circles, and has true friends in the MAGA movement and within the current administration. What do you think Taiwan should learn in terms of communicating with conservatives? Because right now I see that there are some misunderstandings, some messaging that might not be interpreted the right way by the MAGA conservatives. What do you think can be good lessons from Poland for Taiwan?
I think there are two major factors. One is just being pragmatic, and to be sure that you have good relations with not only with the current administration. This is the mistake that Zelensky and Ukrainian administration did, right, during the Biden time, and
the Pennsylvania visit was a mistake.
and the rest is history, right? The scandal in the Oval Office and so on. But
Mike Johnson officially called him out for that. So,
yes, but the thing is, they are still paying for those mistakes among many conservatives who just thinks that the whole Ukrainian talk is just a another point in liberal agenda. And they don't understand it's how important it's not only for Ukraine but also for the United States, and they many times they don't understand what Russia is. But
and Ukraine is also a conservative country.
but you see, but the problem is that Ukraine elites try to do everything that they can to convince American people that it's other way around. I remember that that it was in 2022 or 23.
Okay.
During one of my visits in DC, there was some large banner with some transgender soldier in in the Ukrainian trenches, and there was description, I'm fighting for the same values as you fight, or something like this. So there was a lot of efforts to portray Ukraine as like they were fighting for the pronouns, or so.
But
yes, today
yeah,
it sounds completely ridiculous,
and
right?
it's very colorable.
And
everybody was fighting in Ukraine. Everybody who was capable of fighting
of
was
course.
fighting, and they are fighting.
Yes,
right
and I'm not taking away, if there there were people like this in the trenches, then it's great. But the war wasn't about.
The war is not about trans rights. The war is about protecting Ukraine.
Yes.
To let it be Ukraine and not a part of Russia.
Yes, and not not exactly another rainbow state or whatever. Of course, if it will be the will of Ukrainian people to become such a state, it's
up to them.
It's up to them, and the fight is.
But the fight
exactly for this,
for them to have the choice.
To have the choice, exactly. But it was never portrayed as a conservative country, and that's for sure. So among many,
I feel like there is a very, because what I see, Ukraine is fighting for its independence. It's very 1776 like. It's a 1776 moment, saying no to the large empire trying to subjugate them. And the fact that Ukraine didn't utilize this kind of narrative, it seemed a little bit. I mean, it was very good way to let many Americans, especially those living in the southern states, stand with Ukraine.
They went even further, because the majority of pro-Ukrainian commentators, they jumped into this train about Trump being Putin's puppet.
Yeah,
and
that's even worse. Yeah.
Yes. So how you can expect them to be treated well and
well, they're calling Nawrocki, president of Poland, who is blacklisted by Russia, who was in the National Memory Institute.
Right.
Russia hates him, and they're calling him a Russian puppet.
Yes, because everyone that you. Okay. Yes, everyone who has a different opinion is a Russian asset. Yeah. This is how it goes. Or if he's conservative, then it's the same, pretty much the same playbook as it is with the word fascist, right? So they made a lot of mistakes, and I think that with Taiwan, it's pretty similar, not to the same extent. Because still conservative Americans are anti-communist, and that's very important, right? So and they believe in freedom, and they see Taiwan as this bastion of freedom in the Pacific. So it's very important, but in the same time they are very surprised, to say at least, when they see similar liberal propaganda that they saw already with Biden administration in Ukraine, because it's very difficult to understand why do you mix this two narratives. You don't have to be woke to be pro independence, right? So it's very
and societally, like the DPP voter base, it's very conservative. Many of them live they in very traditional families. Some of them are running farms, small businesses, having children going to church or going to temples, being very deeply religious. It's Taiwan is not a woke country per se societally, but sometimes narrative-wise, I don't know why some narratives are highlighted when they're not necessary to be highlighted.
Maybe
not as important for Taiwan as a society, as a country.
Maybe it's because when you are living in a country like Ukraine or Taiwan, you just want to you just want to be Western, and what it means or what it meant for many years, right? Being Western meant being liberal for many years, and now we see the renaissance of the right in the West, because what the right is saying actually, that being conservative means being pro-West. We want to save what the West is. So what we want to preserve, we want we believe in the heritage of Athens, Jerusalem, and Rome. We are Christians, and all of our freedom comes from this basis, right? So it changed a lot, and Taiwanese elites need to understand this, that being Western for many people, more and more in the West, means being conservative.
Yeah. Being self-reliant, having a gun, protecting your own property.
Yes.
Standing up to the government when it's reaching somewhere where it's not supposed to.
Protect your family.
Protect your family.
And have family.
Yeah, have family, love God, go to church. This is also what's being Western, what it means, and what it meant that for centuries, actually.
Indeed, it's Western. It was conceptualized only in the West.
Yeah.
And so
even I want to add one thing. Marxism is the most anti-Western ideology, because it stands for the destruction of all the Western values.
Yes.
Of property, of family, of religion, of self-reliance. Marx is against it. You should not be self-reliant under Marxism.
Yes, and this and the first cell that is targeted in society, they start with the family.
With a nuclear family.
Yeah, always.
That's the point. So to target and to fight against those Marxists all around the world, we decided to launch an initiative, which is called the Patriot Alliance. Could you tell the viewers a little bit about it?
Yeah, so Patriot Alliance is something that I've been working on since my visit to Taiwan in 2022. 2020, yes, 22, and it's a special initiative in which we will focus on exchange of experiences between journalists and experts in Taiwan, in Poland, and in the United States. We'll work on research, but also on annual conferences where people will learn about the current threats from the new evil axis, and what we can do together to oppose them.
The axis of evil,
Yes.
modern day axis of evil. Who are they? Who is the enemy?
Is China, Russia, and Iran, and of course
North Korea.
Yes,
and,
then sure.
Their assets.
And exactly, and their satellites, Belarus and so on. But the most important is usually when we talk about the new axis is China, Russia, and Iran. But China and Russia, I would say, are most important, especially for Poland and Taiwan. But they are nuclear powers, right? And for now, Iran's appetite for nuclear weapons
it's trimmed down a little bit.
Yes, it's trimmed.
But still, they export a lot of oil, including to China.
Yes.
They're also producing those unmanned aircraft that Russia uses against Ukrainian people.
Shahid.
Yeah.
Yes.
Iran is. Many people neglect Iran, especially in Asian countries, in Japan and Taiwan and Korea, because it's a little bit far away.
Yeah, sure.
But,
sure, it's the same here.
But it's still a huge country. It's 80 million people, as far as I remember.
Yes.
It has a huge population. It has vast oil reserves, which is very cheap to actually extract.
Imperial mindset.
Imperial
as well.
mindset, yes, and religious radicalism, which sometimes, personally, I see communism as also a kind of cult, kind of religion, quasi-religion, because with those, when people can do a lot for their faith. And if the faith is, if they worship the devil, like with Marxism, with communism, they can do a lot. But they can struggle. So Iranians, people suffer and struggle, and they're being brainwashed.
Yes.
Same thing with the Russians, and they are like Russian world ideology. Same thing with Chinese communists. So yeah.
There's a great book on this. I don't remember what's the. I'm not sure if the English title is the same, but probably it is. It's Opium for the Intellectuals by Raymond Aron, French author, and so Marx said that the religion is the opium for masses, right? Yeah. Marxism and communism is also this kind of opium, but for the intellectuals, and the paradox is many of them thinks it's it's not a religion, but when you look into it, the system is exactly the same with its dogmas, with its saints, right? It's very, very similar. And the way as they understand this is very the divine nature of a communist system, which eventually will bring peace, right, and paradise here on earth.
Yeah, and you're not supposed to be challenging the authorities. And I think North Korea is the perfect illustration of it, with Kim Il-sung's whole biography actually mimicking one of Jesus Christ. And that's why you're not supposed to bring the Bible to North Korea. Oh my God, this is the life of Kim Il-sung, but why his name is Jesus?
You're right.
That's things like that are they're if you include state into equation, and if you have those like theocracies, including the CCP's China, it's basically a theocracy, with the Communist Party being the supreme authority, or with North Korea. And right now, these regimes and this kind of ideology is being spread abroad and gaining more and more popularity, like outside. That's why it is very important to counter this kind of narrative by speaking the truth. It's actually not.
This is what we will do with the Patriot Alliance. I'm glad that you mentioned true, because when we speak about propaganda and countering it, and the media and so on, there's a great temptation for many people on our side of the free world to use the same tactics and the same tools as Russia and China is using. I mean fake news and
troll farms,
troll farms,
all kind of disinformation.
But our advantage is that we should using only the truth, and if you believe in truth, and when you see all of these lies on which those totalitarian systems were built on, then it's enough for us to do our job and to address this issue. We just need to decompose those lies and share truth with the oppressed people.
Yeah, that's precisely why the Patriot Alliance is very important. And when is the official launch of the organization, and where can the people follow?
Well, people can follow us on our X profile, and as well our Substack, and very soon there will be also our website, where we will share the most important information about the organization and upcoming events.
Thank you. And thanks everyone for staying with us, for watching, and remember that freedom is not free.
Never.